Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of TSF Reviews. I have with me Mubarak and Junaid, and today we're going to be reviewing Cruella by Disney. So let's start. Boys, what did you think?
It was a decent movie on its own, but my major issue is that no one asked for this movie, right? Junaid?
Nobody asks for a lot of movies, to be very
there's
honest.
there's a lot of movies no one asked for, so
It was a decent movie overall. It's just that Cruella did not need a backstory or an origin story. And then it doesn't match. This Cruella doesn't match the 101 and 102 Dalmatians, which I binged, by the way, before watching Cruella. Just have a refresher.
of course you
What about
did.
you, Samin?
So I kind of enjoyed it in the sense, like, okay, I get what people are saying that why do we need to have a movie for a person who is basically animal cruel to animals? Why do we need to have a movie? Hello. Oh no. So why do we need to have a movie to like such a person? But all in all, I guess, I mean, come on, they gave us a story on Maleficent. They gave us two movies on Maleficent. So why not the next most famous villain by Disney? Why not Cruella de Vil? But overall, I did enjoy the movie. It was amazing, and 70s British punk fashion. I loved all of that. Okay, so Junaid, what's your
Okay,
thoughts on the movie? Yeah.
it was a decent movie, and I had two, three issues, but the acting by Emma was just perfect for this role, and
We
I
have
enjoyed
two
the movie.
Emmas. You have to
Yeah,
specify which Emma. We have two in here.
Emma Stone,
Yeah.
the one which played Cruella,
Yeah.
and yeah, I do have a issue with why she didn't kill those Dalmatians
Mm.
because they made the whole story. I know, it's animal cruelty. Okay, fine,
Mm.
but the main story of this movie was the Dalmatians, the dogs, killing her mother, and she should have taken revenge on them. But yeah, I think maybe it's because Disney and they don't want to kill people and dogs or animals
I, I,
because of some reason.
I would counteract that point in a way that basically Cruella Estella, she realized that it wasn't the dog's fault. It was their owner, the Baroness, who is, spoiler alert,
Her
her
mother.
biological mother. So basically, she doesn't blame the dogs. She blames the person controlling the dogs, and she took her revenge
Yeah,
on
but
that.
see,
Yeah.
the main, if you watch 101 Dalmatians and 102 Dalmatians,
Yeah.
the main plot of the movie is
Mm.
being Cruella as a villain is to kill the dogs.
Mm. But
I
again,
know.
she hasn't reached that point yet. She hasn't
Yeah.
reached it yet because the mid-scene credit, it shows Roger and Anita getting Pongo and Perdita. So that maybe if we
Yes.
get a sequel, like they gave Maleficent a sequel. So what if we get a Cruella too? And maybe
I'm not. I don't
then they
think
show
they
us how
they
she
will.
went from this to that, how she went from puppy adopter to puppy killer. Let's see.
I think this is an attempt.
I don't think
Yes,
they
an
will.
attempt at a reboot. I believe
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't make sense to have Pongo and Perdita and then set that whole thing up if they're not going to go for a sequel. That is what they are intending, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, one mistake. I know none of you noticed it, but if you look at Cruella's hair,
Hmm.
it's more on the blonde side, whereas Cruella de Vil had white, the full
She was
grayish look and
old.
black.
She was
No,
old
but
So
she was
what?
then.
older.
Yeah.
No, but
Or
in the
in this
movie,
one.
they told us that she had such hair since birth, right?
Hmm.
When the movie starts, and she has the hair since birth, so it should be black and white instead of black and blonde.
I don't
So
know.
the whole look goes away.
Maybe it's lighting.
Mm,
Maybe it's
yeah,
lighting.
lighting
Yeah.
probably.
Mm.
We'll go with
Anyway,
either she's too young or that. To be very honest, if this movie did not have the Cruella name or franchise attached to it, this
Mm.
would have been a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
on
without that, the
solo movie,
the 101 Dalmatian influence. that
Mhm.
franchise. No, to be really honest, it was a good
Yeah.
movie. Acting
Yeah.
was fantastic. Story was decent. I mean, the twist. Some people would say they saw it. Some people would say they didn't.
There
But
were there were
nonetheless,
double
it was a
twists.
good. It
Both
was
twists.
nice. Okay, I liked a lot of that. But then the whole fact that it's attached to the 101 Dalmatian franchise, that's
Yeah.
what brings it down for me.
Now let's see how they continue it because so
Mm.
far we don't know if there's going to be a sequel
If
or not.
yeah,
Hopefully there
if they
is.
can.
And
Well, what makes money, and
yeah,
they'll go for it.
yeah. I do hope they address the fact that Pongo and Perdita are apparently siblings.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh. Let's see how
No,
they
but
address that.
yeah, well, it's okay. They're dogs. It doesn't matter. Also, one thing that doesn't match up with 101 and 102, if
Mm,
we're gonna match them up, is that Cruella was not a designer in
mm,
101 and 102. She
Yes.
just wore the designs and had fashion shows and all that. They never showed her actually having that artistic skill.
mm. So again, it's
Maybe,
kind of a
a
soft
few
reboot.
edits here and there.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm going to take this as a totally separate,
Yep.
brand new reboot,
Or an
Alternate
alternate universe,
universe.
like you
We're
said.
going alternate
alternate.
universe.
Because if you try to compare it with 101 and 102, there are a lot of character flaws and errors that they just
Mm.
retconned out of no reason. But
I
let's
don't
just go
think,
with,
to be
yeah.
fair, I don't think they were linking it to 101, 102. That's
I
not linked.
I feel
Yeah.
that as well.
Mm.
I remember when this first came out and they had the anarchy symbol in her name and they were like gonna go with that, but then there was
Yeah.
backlash.
Yeah.
Maybe they did a few tweaks over there and they're like, maybe this is too much, so we should go this direction. Maybe there were reshoots, maybe there weren't. I don't know. Disney
Mm.
keeps stuff under wraps all the times. But
It
overall, I
was,
liked it. It
yeah,
was
I
a
like
decent
that.
movie for me.
Mm.
Had this not been part of the 101 franchise, I'd have scored it an 8, but because they did, or maybe they didn't, I don't know,
Mm.
I've brought it down to a 7. What about you, Samin? What are your scores on this?
I would probably give it an 8.5 because again, uh, the whole era that they've set it in, they've themed it very beautifully. Like everything was so good. But again, if it's a soft reboot of the whole franchise, so then it's interesting. Let's see how they again how they get from this Cruella to the Cruella that we know from our childhood, the puppy killer. So let's see what happens in between, what makes her go to there, because right now she was just joking about having a puppy coat, a Dalmatian coat. So let's see what drives her to actually kidnapping a whole bunch of puppies.
Animal cruelty is just something that was, a character point. It was in her character, and I finally saw it happening, and I was like, "Yay!" But nope,
Nope, nope. It was a bait and
just
switch. They was just
false.
baiting you.
It was. Mm, this whole time, yeah. But fantastic setting in the 70s, fantastic use of music. Some things were weird, but then we just skate over it,
Go for it.
like
Which ones? Which
her,
things?
yeah, like her falling off the cliff, and then mysteriously Cruella develop, like Estella dies. Spoiler
Mm.
alert. But Cruella shows up, and everyone's okay with it. Like, really? This random person just shows up late to the party with a stolen car, stolen from those people probably, and
Nah,
everyone's cool with that.
not stolen. They showed a scene of hers fixing up an old car.
No, but that was the one they stole from the party. Remember when they were leaving?
Yeah.
I think
Just before
no,
that, they stole that particular car.
might
Yeah,
have
they
been
stole the car
different. Yeah,
They stole that car.
in the
That's
previous
the car
one,
they stole.
yeah,
previous party. Yes.
Yeah. By the way, props to the costume department for putting together some fantastic pieces.
yeah,
Like
definitely.
for that 70s time period,
British
fantastic
punk
costumes.
fashion. Yep. Uh,
Good stuff, yo.
mm,
And the stuff that Estella or Cruella, whoever you want to name her,
yeah.
comes up with, like some fantastic designs.
Mm. Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
there's that really fantastic one where she's sitting on the garbage truck and the garbage truck is going and it's like that
The
long dress,
the really long gown, yeah.
and then the one
The
with the
garbage dress.
sequins, yeah, with
Uh,
which turns out to be moth eggs. Oh, that was like good stuff, yo.
yeah. No, but seriously,
Junaid,
yeah, you're right. Props to the designer Jenny Bevan. Like she,
fantastic work.
I checked out her work after the movie because I was so impressed with all the fashion. She's won a BAFTA for Mad Max Fury Road.
Ooh, that's a
Yeah.
Yeah,
good movie as well with
she's
good
got
costumes.
yeah,
Hmm.
she's got a really good resume. Like Anna and the King, the one with Chow Yun Fat,
I
No, I'm
unaware,
not.
sadly.
Anna the King, Casanova with Heath Ledger, and some really good movies. So basically, yeah, she's really good.
No, you had me at Mad Max. I love the costumes in that.
Yeah.
Fantastic costumes. Junaid,
So
anything
Junaid,
else about the costumes you liked?
or
First of all,
and
I'll just rate this 7.5 since my rating is left. Uh, Other than that, um, yeah, I liked one costume in particular. It was the one in the gala where the fire thing happened. She lit it on
yeah,
fire and then the dress changed into
yeah,
red. That
yeah.
was perfectly done.
Mm.
And well, there were a lot of good ones actually. I'm forgetting the ones which she wore, but the
Uh,
ones she designed,
yeah.
the moth one was actually good. I didn't know it was moth eggs, which which was surprising.
It
Mm.
was suspicious when she started doing it. Okay,
Yeah.
because she had
Especially when
her
Horace
friend.
brought it in, when Horace brought in the crate. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like you're like, why is he here? What is up? It's like I thought that he stole the real ones and they put like
Mm.
fake gold ones. I'm like, okay, maybe that's the heist, but no,
Oh,
that was fantastically done.
yeah.
The dog one was great. The one which we all thought that she killed the dog. Unfortunately, she did not.
Yes. No, I
So yeah,
actually,
these
yeah,
costumes.
I even loved the one, the black and red one with the army style coat. That's the one that she wears when she gets on top of the Baroness's car. That one, because I looked at some close up pictures, and it's like she has a lot of like little carriages on her shoulder pauldrons, and even her hair styled into a crown. There's a lot of details in that outfit, and only HD pictures can do it justice. Like not even the Blu-ray of the movie is showing that many details.
Yeah, the costume department has a lot
Went
of
above
respect.
and beyond. Yeah,
Yeah.
Big salute.
Okay,
it does.
so when I saw the Mark Strong was in the movie, it was known that it would be a great movie going ahead because he's a great actor. He's an underrated actor for some reason, but he is a great actor, and that acting was perfect. And I would just say the movie was perfect if it was in an alternate universe. If we are connecting this movie to the Dalmatians movies, then I don't think it fits into the whole universe thing. So yeah, that's it from my side, I believe.
All right.
No, I
So
agree 100%. Fantastic movie had this not been attached to the 101 franchise. But yeah, it was fantastic as it is. We would recommend you go watch it. All right,
uh,
closing words, anything? Anyone?
so what's our average rating, guys? What are we
So
giving Cruella Darling?
I'm a 7, JD is a 7.5, you're at an
Mine
8.5, I
8.5.
believe.
Yeah.
That brings
So
it up to 7 point do the math.
7.75
my math's horrible.
Yeah,
approximately
mine.
7.75.
Yeah.
No, but 7.75 is a good score.
Yeah.
Let's say.
For considering a movie that has been trapped in development hell since 2011, and Emma Stone signed on in 2016, and now we're getting it in 2021. So
Wow.
yeah, it's been in
Yeah, I did not
development a
know
long
that.
time.
Did
Yeah.
not know that.
Yeah. So it's been a long time coming. So considering how long it's been in development, people tend to get bored of stuff. But this was really actually pretty good. It was
Yeah,
a
it
good movie.
was. All right, that's it from
7.5,
us.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone, do
Thank
check
you
it
for
out. Do watch the movie. And boys, any closing remarks you have?
nope.
No,
Let's see the puppy.
Puppy. I've had this for I think 15 years now, 15 plus years.
Wow.
Yeah. And unfortunately this one lost its tail.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, say
All right.
bye-bye.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.